Hello everyone, I'm Gurmeet Kaur, a postdoctoral fellow at the NIH, and my poster describes our recent study of some novel, highly regulated and diverse biological conflict systems with implications for emergence of multicellularity. All living organisms are in a constant state of conflict with others in their surroundings, competing for a limited set of resources and ensuring survival of the fittest. Every genome is armed to encounter conflict. Effector responses or biomolecular weaponry generally takes two forms. They can either directly attack the invasive or self biomolecules, or they can rupture the attacking cell. Counter invasive conflict systems have two main components. First are the sensors that detect the invasive elements and activate the other primary component, that are the effectors that generate a defense response. However, undue effector deployment can be fitness compromising for the host and needs to be tightly regulated. One such mechanism is by setting a threshold for activation of effectors. From previous studies in our group, we had anecdotal evidence for the involvement of proteins of the AAA plus ATPase family in effector deployment by creation of an energy activation barrier. We identify new systems by initiating remote homology searches with previously known protein domains implicated in such roles. We then cluster the retrieved results and perform genome context analysis. This helps us to screen and isolate novel conflict systems and component domains. We then perform extensive phylogenetic and structure analysis along with network mapping and statistical validations. So, continuing our exploration of conflict systems, we came across a number of systems in which chaperone of the MOXR ATPase family and its co-chaperone, the VW8 domain containing protein, constitute a part of the core of these systems. Besides these two, there was at least one more component in the core of these systems, and based on the identity of that third component, we detect at least four different subsystems. We were also able to detect analogous systems depicted here by systems 2, 3, and 4. In systems 2, we found members of the GTPase superfamily that are likely to perform the thresholding role of effector activation. In systems 3 and 4, we predict that their effector deployment is controlled by proteolytic activation by the trypsin and caspase proteases. Although at first glance these systems may appear distinct, but they share the same basic steps of invader sensing, threshold dependent activation, and deployment of effectors. Further, intriguingly, we observe that 7 of the 8 systems that we describe here are primarily confined to evolutionarily diverse bacterial clades and few archaeal lineages that display multicellularity or complex life forms. This thematic convergence suggests that these systems have been repeatedly convergently shaped by selective pressures co-evolving with the multiple emergences of the multicellular state and then disseminated extensively by lateral transfers. It is also very fascinating to observe several parallels between these prokaryotic systems and the eukaryotic apoptotic pathways. First, all of them are highly regulated. Second, these bacterial systems share a number of domains with the eukaryotic immunity systems. Third, several immune responses are seen to combine to combat the invader in all of these. Fourth, superstructure forming protein domains and multimeric complexes are common to all of them. Further, it has been previously noted that several protein domains of the eukaryotic apoptotic machinery emerged in prokaryotes and then they were laterally transferred. We are able to provide evidence for one more of them, the death-like domain. We detect for the first time bacterial homologs of the eukaryotic death-like domain as adapters fused with the effectors in these systems. I would like to conclude by laying out the implications of our study for the emergence of multicellularity. An infection is likely to spread very quickly in multicellular aggregates once a single cell catches the infection. Thus, apoptotic mechanisms to sacrifice a single infected cell are of general importance to multicellular bodies. However, apoptosis needs to be tightly regulated, and one such mechanism is by threshold sensing. We observe a comparable set of domains organized into systems based on common principles in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes for this purpose. It is likely that the selection of multiple such systems went alongside the emergence of multicellularity, and their appropriate regulation is of general importance for the stability of such cellular organizational states. Thank you for visiting my posters, and I welcome any questions and feedback.